Good morning, students. Welcome to grade 9 mathematics class. Today we are going to learn about properties of set operation. In the lower class you learned about properties of addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, isn't it? What are the properties of addition? Closure property, commutative property, associative property, distributive property, additive identity, additive inverse, isn't it? Do you remember? Similarly, we have in set also properties are there. Okay. First we are going to learn about commutative property. See this. Take a page number 20. Commutative property. In set language, commutative situations can be seen when we perform operations. For example, we can look into the union and intersection of sets to find out if the operation is commutative. Example given, A is equal to 2, 3, 8, 10 and B is equal to 1, 3, 10, 13, B, 2 sets. Then A union B is equal. Union means we have to together, need to join, we have to combine. So what are the values will come? 1, 2, 3. One elements once we have to write, repetition not allowed. 1, 2, 3, 8, 10, 13. And similarly B union A. B union A means first B set, then A set. So B and A when we are joining we get same value of A union B and B union A, same value will get 1, 2, 3, 8, 10, 13. So from the above we see that A union B is equal to B union A. This is called the commutative property of union of sets. Okay. Now A intersection B. Example 3, 10. In the same example A intersection B. A intersection B is common part of, only common value of A and B. Which are the common value of A and B? 3 and 10. Okay, 3 and 10 is in both set. That one alone. This 3, 10. 3, 10. This 3, 10 are in both set. So 3, 10 are the intersection part. A intersection B. And B intersection A. B intersection A meaning first B set need to write, then A set need to write. After that common value we have to find out. Anyway same value will get. Okay. 3, 10. Then we see that A intersection B is equal to B intersection A. This is called the commutative property of set intersection. Okay. So see this formula. Look this formula. Commutative property for any two sets A and B. First commutative property set union if they ask first one. A union B is equal to B union A. If it is asked commutative property set intersection, second formula A intersection B is equal to B intersection A. Did you understand? Commutative property we have two formulas. For set union, first formula A union B is equal to B union A. And for set intersection, second formula A intersection B is equal to B intersection A. Okay. Now let's do the example 1.19. Okay. What is the example 1.19 now? If A is equal to B, E, F, G and B is equal to C, E, G, H are the two given sets. Then verify the commutative property of union of sets and intersection of sets. So if the question is asked union of sets, at once you should remember what is the condition. A union B is equal to B union A. And intersection of sets, in the sense you have to remember A intersection B is equal to B intersection A. So what is given? Given sets are given A is equal to given A is equal to B, E, F, G and B is equal to C, E, G, H. Okay. So to verify first subdivision, first of all we are going to verify. Okay. So first one is union of sets. So we have to prove A union B is equal to B union A. So, first of all we have to find out A union B is equal to A set union B set. That is B comma E comma F comma G union B set. C comma E comma G comma H. Okay, union means we have to combine both the sets. Okay, joint and one right, but one element should write once. Okay, so what is the answer? Tell me. B comma, both the sets we have to combine. B comma C comma then E comma F comma G comma H. Okay, so A union B is equal to this one. So this one can be give equation number 1. Next we have to find out B union A. B union A is equal to, first of all, B set we have to write. B set is C comma E comma G comma H union A set is B comma E comma F comma G. Now we have to combine. We have to together need to write. Need to join both sets. Okay, which is equal to, first orderly let's write B comma C comma E comma F comma G comma H. It is B union A. Let's give equation number 2. Okay. So now we have to compare the A union B and B union A. Is it same both A union B and B union A? Yeah, is it same? Is it? So we can write from the equations 1 and 2. 1 and 2. What we conclude? We have both the equations as both elements are same. So we can write A union B is equal to B union A. Okay. Therefore, commutative property of set union is commutative. Okay. So can we write union is, therefore union is commutative. Therefore union is commutative. Okay, union is commutative. Next is similarly second subdivision. Okay, second subdivision. Same way, let us find out. Already A is equal to B is equal to we have written. Okay, so directly A intersection B can be write. So second subdivision is set intersection is commutative, need to prove. Okay, set intersection is commutative in the sense, what is the condition of A intersection B is equal to B intersection A. So we have to find out A intersection B and B intersection A. Okay, first let us find out A intersection B. Okay, A intersection B is equal to A set intersection B set. Okay, what is the A set? A set is B comma E comma F comma G. Okay, intersection. What is the B set? C comma E comma G comma H. Okay, which is equal to, now only common elements in both set, that is the intersection. Which is the common, which are the elements are in both set? E and G. Okay, E and G are in both set. Okay, so we have to write E comma G. Okay, so here A intersection B. Let's give equation number 1. Okay, equation number 1. Similarly, B intersections A we have to find out. B intersection A. B intersection A is equal to, first of all need to write the B set. That is C comma E comma G comma H intersection. A set is B comma E comma F comma G. Now common value. Which are the elements are in both set? We have to write. Which are the elements are in both set? E comma G. E and G are in both sets. So which is equal to E comma G. Now B intersection A is equal to E comma G. Equation number 2. Okay. Now compare the equation 1 and 2. So when we compare, both sets are equal. So we can say from 1 and 2. From 1 and 2, we have A intersection B is equal to B intersection A. Okay, therefore intersection is commutative. Okay, what we have to write? Therefore intersection is commutative. Intersection is commutative. Okay. Next, exercise 1.4, first question. If P is equal to 1, 2, 5, 7, 9, Q is equal to 2, 3, 5, 9, 11, R is equal to 3, 4, 5, 7, 9, and S is equal to 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, then find 3 subdivisions are there. First 2 classwork, third one homework. Okay, first one is P union Q union R. Second one is P intersection Q intersection S. How to do? Let us see. First one solution. Okay, so P union Q union R. Given P is equal to 1, 2, 5, 7, 9, and Q is equal to 2, 3, 5, 9, 11, and R is equal to 3, 4, 5, 7, 9. Okay, S is equal to 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. First we have to find out P union Q. So first bracket inside we have P union Q. So first that one alone we have to find out. P union Q is equal to P set union Q set. That is 1, 2, 5, 7, 9 union Q is 2, 3, 5, 9, 11. Now we have to combine both sides. So we get 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. Okay, it is P union Q. Okay, we have to find out P union Q union R. So next P union Q union R we are going to find out. P union Q bracket union R is equal to this value P union Q, that is 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, this value. Okay, union. Now R set. What is the R set? 3, 4, 5, 7, 9. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9. Now we have to join this both set. Okay, which is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9, 11. Okay, that is P union Q union R. First subdivision over. Okay, similarly second subdivision. Okay, first of all need to find out P intersection Q. Okay, P intersection Q is equal to P set intersection Q set. Okay, that is 1, 2, 5, 7, 9 intersection Q is 2, 3, 5, 9, 11. Okay, now which are the common elements here? 2, 2, then 2 is in both sides. Then is 3 is in both sides? No. 5 is in both sides. Okay, then any other numbers? 7 is not there. 9. Okay, 9. These are the common values. Okay, now this is P intersection Q. Now P intersection Q intersection yes, that is the second subdivision. No, intersection yes, which is equal to, what is the second subdivision? P intersection Q intersection yes, isn't it? So P intersection Q intersection S is equal to, now this is P intersection Q value, is it? Let's write that one. 2, 5, 9 intersection S set. What is the S set we have? 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. Okay. Now which are the common elements here? Intersection of, for this both set we have to write the common element, that is 2, 5, 2, 5. Okay, this both elements. Okay, here it is P intersection Q intersection S. Okay, understood? Next question is exercise 1.4, question number 2. Test for the commutative property of union and intersection of the sets. P is equal to X such that X is a real number between 2 and 7 and Q is equal to X such that X is an irrational number between 2 and 7. So before that, what is real number, what is irrational number, you should know. Real number meaning is, real number is the union of rational and irrational numbers. Rational number means, rational numbers are fraction numbers, is it? The numbers in the form of P by Q, that we know. Irrational number is a number that cannot be expressed as an ordinary ratio of two integers. Means root numbers. Root 2, root 3, root 4 is not an irrational number. Why? 4 is a perfect square number. 4 can be expressed as 2 square. So root 4 value is 2. 2 can be write 2 by 1. Now 2 become rational number. So root 4 is not an irrational number. Root 3, root 5, root 6, etc. Okay, root 9 also not an irrational number. 9 is the perfect square number. 9 can be expressed as 3 square. Okay, so root of 9 is equal to 3. It can be write P by Q form. 3 can be write 3 by 1. 3 is a rational number. So root 9 is not a rational number. Sorry, root 9 is not a irrational number. Okay, root 9 is the rational number. So these are the numbers, are the irrational numbers. Okay, what is root 2? What is the value of root 2? 1.414, etc., etc. There is no end. And what is the value of root 3? 1.732, etc. Okay, this type of numbers, when we find the value, there is no end. Okay, root 2 is 1.414, etc., etc. Using square root, using long division. Using long division, when we find the root 3 value, we get 1.732, etc., etc. So no end. This type of numbers are known as irrational numbers. Okay. So here the question is given, P is equal to X such that X is a real number. We know that real number meaning is union of rational and irrational number. So P is equal to X such that X is a real number between 2 and 7. Like this only can be right. 2 and 7. Why no? Real number meaning is union of rational and irrational. Okay, so in between 2 and 7, what are the rational, what are the irrational? All the values will come. Okay, what is meant by that? 2 above, rational, irrational meaning is all the 2 after 3. In between 2 and 3, what are the irrational? 2.1. Decimal numbers also will come here. 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, 2.4 up to infinity. After that 3.1, 3.2, 3.3 etc. up to infinity. Then 4.1, 4.2 etc. up to infinity. So all the numbers will come. So definitely we cannot write it. So approximately if you need, you can write it in bracket. Okay. So in between 2 and 7, only that whole numbers we can write. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, approximately this is not accurate value. Okay, approximate value. Similarly, Q set. Q is X such that X is an irrational number. Irrational number between 2 and 7. Here what are the values? Here also specific number cannot be same. Approximate only can be same. So in between, what is the value of root 2 here? Root 2. Irrational means I told root numbers. Except perfect square number. Remaining numbers we have to take. So first root 2. Here in between 2 and 7. So above 2, below 7. Okay. So root 2 value is 1.414 etc. So root 2 cannot take. Root 3 also 1.732 etc. Root 4 value is 2. So root 4 above, next value we have to take. Did you understand how to take? Root 4 value is 2. We need 2 above and 7 below. Above 2, below 7. So root 5 onwards we can take. Okay, approximately root 5, comma, root 6, comma, etc. Root 7, comma, etc. Okay, approximately only can write. Okay, for understanding only this one I have given. If you are using the diagram, that is easy to do this sum. Okay, let's do that. Let's draw the diagram. What is the P set? Real number. Is it? Real number means union of rational and irrational. What is the Q set? Only irrational. So which is the greater set? P is the greater set. Okay, P is the greater set. So P and Q we have to give two circles. P is the greater set. Okay, did you understand how it is? What is the P set? Real numbers. What is the Q set? Irrational number. So among both, which is the greater set? P. How is it? Real number meaning is rational and irrational together. Here only irrational. So comparing both, P set is the greater set. Comparing both, the P set is the greater set. Now P inside Q is there. Okay, Q set only irrational. Okay, irrational numbers. So let us use the diagram now to write to get the answer. Okay, from the diagram. We have to verify only commutative property of union and intersection. Okay, so P union Q is equal to Q union P. First of all we need to find out. So from the diagram, P union Q is equal. What you will get practically, just you identify what you will get when we combine, when we join P and Q. What will get? For example, Q is equal to 1, 2. P is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. So when we are combining, what you will get? 1, 2, 3, 4 will get. No, P set only will get. Is it? So P is the greater set. So when we are combining P and Q, we get P set. Okay, did you understand this concept? Equation number 1. Similarly, Q union P. Same way, let us join the Q and P. What will get? When we are joining the smaller set and greater set, how we will join? How we will find the union? We will combine. Is it? Together we will write one element once we will write. So this bigger set P only will get. Okay, that is equation number 2. From 1 and 2 we can say, from the equations 1 and 2, P union Q is equal to Q union P. Therefore can we say set union is commutative. Set union is is commutative. Similarly, set intersection is commutative, we have to say. For that, let's use the same diagram. Okay, from the diagram, or we can write from the diagram. What is the diagram? P set is the greater set. P is the greater set. Q is the smaller set. Is it? We need P intersection Q. What you will get if you are finding P intersection Q? Common part. The smaller part will get. For example, P is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. Q is equal to 1, 2. What is the common? Q set 1, 2 is the common. Is it? Like that we can write from the diagram. P intersection Q is equal to what you will get? A smaller set. Smaller set is Q. Okay. Practically we can understand. Sorry, the set mark won't come. P intersection Q is equal to Q. Equation number 1. Similarly, Q intersection P. Q intersection P is equal to what will get? Q intersection P. Common part of first Q set will write it, second P set will write it. Which is the common will get the same, 1, 2 will get is it. So we can write Q intersection P is equal to Q. This also equation number 2 can be given from 1 and 2. From the equations 1 and 2, we get what we can say, set intersection is commutative. From 1 and 2 we get P intersection Q is equal to Q intersection P. Therefore, set intersection is commutative. Set intersection is commutative. Okay, understood students? Did you understand any confusion we have by this diagram? So here, once again I am repeating. Real number. Real number means rational and irrational together. Q is only irrational. Okay, so that this is the greater set. So P set. Inside Q set. Okay, so if you are finding union, P set will get. Intersection means Q set will get. Understand? There is a note in page number 20. If you are finding A union A is equal to, we get A. Okay. If you are if you are combining A and A, we get the A set. Likewise, if you are finding the common part of A and A, we get the A set. It is known as idempotent law. Okay, you have to learn. Then similarly, A union null set. When we are joining the null set with the A set, we get A set. Okay. Next, similarly, when we are finding the intersection part of A set and the universal set, we get the A set. It is identity law. Okay, both law you have to learn properly. Today's homework is exercise 1.4, first question, third subdivision. Okay, these are the today's question. Okay, learn properly and do the homework. Thank you, students.